Okay, guys, come back for the next part?
Yeah.
Next video?
Part 2.
Yeah, part 2. Okay, so we have a little bit more questions. Let's see. I have so much. Okay, so I want to ask you about raw and equip. Have you ever tried equip?
I have not, and this might be a question that's better suited for Natalie, who I think you're talking to just a little bit. I help her wrap her knees and put her bench shirt on and put her straps up for her squat suit, but I haven't tried much myself.
Do you think that you're gonna try anytime soon?
Probably not. I'm having a lot of fun with raw lifting.
Okay.
Raw coaching isn't enough for me. Yeah, probably not.
Okay. And when you train, because I know that everyone probably been through this too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't feel good, you feel bad, or you're really stressed about something, and you feel like today I don't want to do anything. How are you gonna deal with that?
There is no one answer for this. It depends on a lot of different things. So let's go through a few scenarios and let's talk about it. So one is, okay, you're sick and you feel like you can't even get into training. Okay, let's not force training. But what if you're just sore and it's normal soreness, and we expect athletes to feel sore. We're pushing training a little bit. This kind of thing is very normal. So sometimes you just have to suck it up and go train. So it's not always the case that when you feel bad, you should avoid the gym. And I think one thing we need to realize is that if we're going to be powerlifters, we're going to be powerlifters for a long time. There's a lot of sessions.
Yeah.
It's okay to miss a few here and there. Yeah, even if you want to be very, very good.
So it's fine, because sometimes I have that feeling, and I was like, if I skip, if I don't do it, or I did lesser, I feel like I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel that way. I mean,
because
so
that's
maybe
put me back, behind from progress. You know, I feel that sometimes.
Yeah, if you're 5 weeks out from a competition, probably let's get the training in.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we're 32 weeks out from a training competition, or you don't even have one, well, it's okay to have a little flexibility. So the important thing is not to beat yourself up for it. You know, and it's the same thing on nutrition, honestly. If I were to have a piece of cake right now and it wasn't part of my planned calories, I shouldn't feel like a worse human being. I just made a decision and I'll live tomorrow. It'll be okay.
Yeah, because that's what happened to me too. Some days I want to eat like over the calories. I can't help it, but I do it. It's just only one day. It's not like the whole week, right?
Yeah.
So that's work too. This is what I see a lot. People will tend to use a lot of foam rolling right before start warm up. Some people spend like half an hour to an hour there. Yeah. So what's your opinion about that? Because this is a topic that a lot of people, it depends on how you believe it. Yeah. Because for me, I don't really believe it. I never use it.
Yeah, I think this is a really interesting case of the power of the internet to influence what we do. Yeah. A few years ago, maybe 5 years ago or so, there's a guy named Kaely. There's a movement that kind of made the idea that, you know, if you wake up out of bed, you're really not ready to train. You need to do a lot of things to get ready to train. And a lot of mashing muscles, foam rolling, stuff like that, to get yourself ready. And there is a little bit of research on foam rolling. There's more research coming out. But all it shows really is temporary increases in range of motion. And not really kind of some of the permanent things that people are talking about, especially not 30 minutes of warm-up when it comes to that kind of stuff. So really we need to look at the research, and that leads it. So it's not what we believe in, or what we think that works, or what our friends said, or someone trying to sell you a foam roller more than anything. But it's really more about, what does the research say? And I think that's how we can lead a lot of these conversations. Yeah,
because for me, I think like from what I read some, but I don't know that what I understand is okay or not. But for me, I feel that when you're going to lift, when you lift, you actually want your muscle to be tight.
You don't want them to be loose.
Yeah, and then you do that to lose that up. It's like kind of like useless.
Yeah, it's a similar thing with stretching too.
Right.
But you know, if you do other things between foam rolling and lifting, you'll probably be okay. So if you stand up and do some empty barbell reps, or a few other dynamic exercises, you'll be okay. But you're right. I don't think you want to lift loose, because it exposes muscles to new range of motion that they might not be ready for. You might accidentally cause an injury.
That makes sense though. Because like I've been seeing like these days more and more people kind of like use a foam roll as a warm-up. And it takes so much time, and it's like by the time you finish your warm-up, it's like 1 hour.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's like you said, a waste of time, and probably better ways to get ready.
There's always a better way than foam roll. Okay. And I want to ask you about how do you think your journey, like progressing from the start, how it's going, what you think about that?
Really well. So, this is my little ruler of progress. I started off here, and I was making a lot of progress in a really short period of time. Things start to level off, and I'm pretty close to level right now, and I'm looking for a very small amount of progress over time. So if I can put 7 to 10 kilos on my total this whole year, I'll be very happy.
And I want to know, like in the beginning, like when you start off powerlifting and start competing, are you always like get the medal or always win? Like all the way, like along the way when you go to every meet?
No. There's so let's see. National championships, when I first competed at nationals, I got 4th. When I competed the next year, I think I placed a little bit higher, and it took a while to win. So I think if you're one of those people who win everything, it's hard to stay motivated. You know, there has to be something to keep fighting for and to keep working for.
Because I feel that sometimes when you always place like a top 3, it's kind of more pressure for you on the next one that you have to do the same. At least it's maybe not the first, but it has to be in the top 3, you know? It's kind of pressure you in a way.
There's that pressure. Sometimes pressure can be a good thing, and sometimes it can be a bad thing. So it's kind of how you deal with it. Does this pressure motivate you to perform better? Does it make you feel scared? Or does it make you feel excited? These are kind of two sides of the same coin.
I actually feel all that mixing up. So I don't know what I'm supposed to feel sometimes. Okay, and do you have any tips that going to help athletes to try to, because sometimes you might feel like you're right here already and you don't have excitement or anything to drive them to become better. Yeah, you have any tips on that? So
athletes, are you saying athletes who aren't motivated to get better? How do you motivate them? It's very hard. So a lot of times motivation has to come from the inside. It can't be something that you can just give to someone. You know, if someone, because oftentimes it's about what motivates you and what you're excited about. So you know, if you get your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you get them to play video games with you, and you say, "Come on, like, well, aren't you liking this?" Well, it's not something they're super excited about. You know?
So we're not gonna do it.
We can't We can't motivate someone to do something they don't want to do. But maybe we can find ways to make them feel accomplished. So can you find ways to make them feel good about what they do? If their squat isn't going up, but you found a way to put some size on them, so they feel better about the way they look in the mirror. They feel more self-confidence, or they found a good group of friends in powerlifting. All these kind of things surround the lifter, and they can help increase motivation.
Last questions. What's your opinion about injury in lifting? Because a lot of people feel that they need to stop.
If at all possible, if you care about powerlifting and being a good powerlifter, when you get injured, we just need to shift our mindset. So instead of thinking about doing the same thing again, we need to shift about what do I need to do to get back to normal. So we go immediately into a recovery mindset, and maybe training doesn't look sexy for a while. Maybe you're doing recovery work or rehab work, but there's always something you can do. So there's always something you can train. Maybe you need to, instead of squatting, you do a shorter range of motion, or you do a kettlebell squat, or you slow down the movement. So you're doing a tempo, or you're doing a safety bar squat. There's so many different ways to vary training that we always have something we can reach for and have the athlete continue to work.
So today, I think we probably answer a lot. You probably answer a lot of questions that a lot of people might want to know, but they're scared to ask or don't know how to ask. So it's pretty good today. So thank you so much for today.
It's my pleasure.
And maybe we'll see you next time.
I love that. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.